Right, another location on the farm, another demonstration that we are setting up for the next remaining 3 years of my time as host of the Strategic Farm in the East. This is a margin that has been put in for beneficial insects and the pests sort of work that we are going to do with ADAS. Around 3 fields. We've got one field which is business as usual, another field which is having a 6-metre margin all the way around, which has been planted with wildflowers, flowers that attract insects, hoverflies, ground beetles, all that sort of stuff has been planted all the way around the complete field. And then we've got another field which has got 6 metres all the way around, and then every 100 metres through the field, right up the middle, is another flowering strip. So the idea is if we can build up beneficial insects that will sort of take out any pests that sort of build up in the area, having a real thriving ecosystem around the field is what we're looking at. Very similar to the Assist project, which I'm sure some of you have heard of and reading up on. But we're doing this from a farmer's point of view to see how it works, what the impact is. Does it actually have impact on our gross margins, our net margins as well? And do we see anything that has a knock-on effect to our crops? So it's really much more of a social look at it from a farmer's point of view, because with elms going forward, with government looking at the environment, this may be something that we have to consider. This location right behind me is a public footpath, so again, having a flowering strip right next to a public footpath will do a lot for the PR of the industry. So it's going to be interesting to see how the village enjoy it, but also see if they actually use it as a place that they can walk their dogs or use it as another footpath. So this is going to be another part of the experiment to see how general public look at these options as well. So it's going to be an interesting one. ADAS have been doing some pitfall traps before all these got established. These were established. We burnt the headland off. This field is actually in herbage grass seed at the moment. That's coming out. They'll go into winter wheat, and then a break crop. So those are the 3 crops of the trial. But hopefully the grass and the wildflowers, rather expensive seed, I must say. But wildflowers are expensive, but hopefully the knapweed, the oxeye daisies, the vetches, and all the other stuff that was in the mix will come for future years, and we'll start to see a build-up of the beneficials and a reduction of any pests that we see sort of floating around in these margins. So one to keep tabs on, 3 years, all the way through to the end of my time on the strategic farm, and I'm looking forward to it because my house overlooks this field, so hopefully some nice wildflowers to see through next year's spring. But should be interesting. Going to get my ID book out, and I'm sure there's going to be some work done this week looking at this sort of idea of integrated pest management. So this is what we're trying, so one to keep tabs on, but I'm sure one that a lot of farmers are going to be interested in learning and seeing what goes on.